Day's today? Tuesday. I think today's Tuesday, right? They got auctions ending tomorrow. What's up, Atheist? Atheist, I'm gonna buy some Atheist coin. Atheist Classic. What up, Asher? Thank you for being here. What do you say today? You finally caught alive again. Yeah. We're about to get stinky up in here. Now, I usually buy this from I buy it from a wholesale place, a lot cheaper. But good morning, Jerry Arco. Good morning, PJ. Oh, wow. I got some orders on the website I haven't shipped. Those are going out probably in a day or so. I'm going to ship tomorrow. If anybody ordered off the website, I'm a little behind on those orders. I'm gonna ship you out with extra plants on that for sure. So if you bought something off the website, there's only a couple orders on there. Should be sold out on there soon. I gotta relist some stuff on the website. Hollytone. I bought this from Lowe's. Hey, what's up, Sandy Self? Thank you for being here and being part of the team. So this stuff really stinks. It smells real bad. What up, my G William? What up? What up? This costs $20 or something for this bag. That's way more than I usually pay. I pay about used to pay about $28 or something for a bag that weighed 40 pounds, and this is a 27-pound bag for $24 or something. I paid a little much, but I didn't want to drive to the other place that I go to get it from. It stinks really bad. It gets under your fingernails. Dog likes to eat it. The dog loves to eat it. Don't let the dogs eat it. Chickens eat it. Everything eats it. And I need to find something to put it on. But I want to fertilize some of these trees. Let's show you some new growth. We'll just walk through and just kind of do a Plinia tour. I got 14 beautiful people here. You know what this is? This is a grimmel, okay? And it looks like it has a nice crop coming. Let's get the camera to focus. This is a grimmel. And it had some dieback. It was a little hot, a little wet, really unhappy. But now it's come through. Some of these trees, you plant them out and they look like crap for 3 years. And then they'll finally start to break free. And this one finally figured it out. Somehow it got loose. It broke out of its vicious cycle. Bone meal is good, yes. Bone meal is good. So that was the grimmel. This is a Phytrantha I named after my grandfather in the town that I'm in, Sanford. That one's Plinia Phytrantha Sanford. A lot of new growth. It just shed all the leaves. There's some flowers in there somewhere. I just can't see them right now. It had been flowering. I fertilized a lot of this already. This is a cool little seedling red. I think a red or a scarlet. It's another cool seedling there. I don't know what it is. These are some of I lost the tags on these, but this is either there was one they called the Zona de Mata. I got that one. I think this is the Zona de Mata, or it could be the Broncamel. That's definitely a Zona de Mata. I think that's Broncamel, to be honest. I believe this is my Broncamel. This is a Zona de Mata, the white variety. This is one they called 4CM from China. And it's a cauliflower variety. It looks like it makes a really big fruit. It doesn't quite look like the other ones I have, so we're keeping an eye on this. They called it 4CM. Makes a big old fruit, man. This one is, I think, a hybrid that originated here. I can't tell what it's a hybrid of. I was hoping it was like the grimmel and the sabra, but who knows what this is. This is just a weird tree here, putting off a lot of nice new growth. I planted the mother tree in the ground, and then this is my backup. You see it's trying to do some double leaf action. I wonder if that's something in my water. Yes. And then I lost the tag on this one. I know it's either, I think this is the lemongrass. I believe this is a lemongrass. And the way you can tell on some of these, see, I know this is a lemongrass right here for sure. I mean, I just know because it's got that nice long slender leaf. That's the lemongrass, but this is how I tell the lemongrass. This is the Broncamel. The Broncamel has the sheen to it. It's got that shine. See that glimmer, that brilliance? And then this is my other Broncamel for sure. See, it's got that glimmer shimmer. That's a Broncamel right there. And I really only have 2 that look decent on the Broncamel. And I may have one around here somewhere else that I lost track of. This is one that always looked cool. a seedling of the Otto Anderson that look kind of neat. Look at all the new growth on this Otto right here up against the house. Let me try to get a shot where you can see. This one hasn't flowered yet, but I've sold trees from this that flowered. It's getting up pretty big, lots of new growth. You see how, look how chewed up the old leaves look, all horrible like that. But that doesn't matter, look what come out. It's just fine. Don't worry if the leaves look bad this time of year. I've pruned this tree so much and taken so many cuttings. It just grafted. Should flower, but I guess not today. It's a cute little tree here. This one is one I'm hoping is a hybrid of the Grimmel and the Otto Anderson. I can just see it though. Tell me you can't see that. Tell me you just don't see it. I see it. I can see it. My dreams are coming true on this one, I'm telling you right now. My dreams are coming true. This one's gonna be one for the record books, baby. That's the one right there. I'm telling you, that's a dream come true right there. I got a name for it and everything. I just gotta prove it scientifically what I done here. But that is not like the parent tree. I'm telling you, dog. Wouldn't you say? That looks a lot like the Grimmel, but it came out of a batch of seeds of the Otto Andersons. So this is how history is made over here, people. I got a lot of faith in this tree, but we got still some time to see. This thing might not flower for another 2 or 3 years, 4 years. I've been trying to push it along. Excuse me. That's an anomaly right there. That one's in the dirt. In the dirt. This one I think is a grandifolia. I might plant this one out. The grandifolias do really well. I'm going to take you over and show you another grandifolia. Yeah, this one's got some flowers up on it here. You see it trying to jump out? You see it trying to do that? That ain't a joke. This one's been flowering and fruiting. This tree ain't a joke, man. This tree is not to be joked with. It's just waiting to have a come out party. I'm potting up today. No, I probably won't pot up too much today. I think this is that 4cm again. This is that 4cm. This is one that I think is a Grimmel hybrid again. It's just got this funky leaf. It came out of the reds, but it don't look like a red. Something I noticed about the hybrids when you do get them is they're very hard to get started. They just kind of struggle a lot at first, but look at the bark color on that. That's definitely not just a red. You can look at the bark and tell. This one is one that I almost sold by accident. So every once in a while, one gets away from me, but this one I'm almost certain is a Grimmel / red. But I've let them get away from me, man. I sell them by accident every once again. I sell them by accident. Hurts my feelings, bro. It brings me down. It brings me down. Okay, let's go look at some new growth over here. Boy, get that ball, boy. Trying to hold the camera real steady. Now look at this. Look at all these jabos. Don't they look good, dog? Okay, we're gonna start over here. I got the drone mode on. This is grandifolia. And then look at the, I'm gonna hold everything real steady. So everybody, I guess this is all about money shots today. Perfect picture. So that's your grandifolia. Drone mode. I just bought a new drone, y'all, and it's all hooked on. This is just the audio you're hearing. I have a thing on. There's a drone on today, dude. A lot of new growth on that. I'm looking for them first flowers, but my drone doesn't sense them. Anyway, that's looking good. That's a little anomaly. Thank you, William. That's a little grafted anomaly right there. Look at it floating there like that in the background. The contrast is real good. Insta-worthy. I like it. This is that one there. That's the hybrid, Sabra hybrid. I got one more of those for sale coming. They just look really pretty. This is probably one of the prettiest trees I have right here, not gonna lie. The Sabra hybrid, it does this every year. It goes wild, but you start to see them caulifloras. Anything that's a cauliflora hybrid, you're gonna start to notice because it's got that look to it. It just draw you in. It's got those slender leaves. Anyway, that's a pretty tree there. It looked like trash. I'm just telling you, it looked so bad before it leafed out. It looks so bad this winter. Spirito, I got one in the ground over here. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Look at the trunk on that bad boy. I don't think it's gonna flower anytime soon. I don't think it's gonna flower. Don't even look at it. This is one of those Cherry of the Rio Grandes they said was a special variety, like a scarlet one. Is it flowering? Not yet. Got some more time on that. Another scarlet over there. Another, what's that, anomaly? Little anomaly. Kimber's hybrid. That one's actually finally flowering. My Kimber's hybrid. Grafted. That's a red Grimo hybrid. What up, Abel? How you doing, Abel? He's ready, willing, and able. There's the first flowers on that grafted tree. It took about 2 years, maybe longer, for it to finally flower. I did use a decent sized cutting, but it looks like it's about to go off. That's a strong tree right there. I like that tree a lot. This one I think is a hybrid between the Trunciflora and the Sabra. Yes, Cherry of the Rio Grande can take full sun eventually, but I almost recommend to plant them in part shade. If you get pretty hot, just put them in part shade. See, this is like a Trunciflora Sabra hybrid I planted. This is another possible Trunciflora Sabra hybrid. I grafted it from the mother tree. It's just always been so pretty. This tree's always been so pretty. I don't know quite what it is. You know, who knows what it is exactly. It looks like a Trunciflora hybrid to me, kind of. But I've got one in the ground. Does really well. So I like that tree. That's a double grafted one there. I did 2 grafts on it. And I put it right up against these trees, kind of in the shade. Okay, someone asked about a Spirito. We're making our way over there. This is a hybrid of the Trunciflora and the red. I never named it yet. I'm waiting for it to fruit, and then I'm going to give it a name and graft more. But this is one I did sell some of. It was just called TR1. I'm going to plant more of these out, but they do really well. Really pretty trees. The mother tree's flowered, but not fruited. And I'd imagine these are very close to fruiting. So it's definitely more precocious than the mother tree, because I got flowers in about 7 years. And I've got Truncifloras that haven't thought about flowering that are 20 years old. PDM, this one's just about to bust out with new growth. These are so strong. I've got 2 more. I'm going to plant them all out. They just seem like they're doing really well. I'm going to plant them all out. I've never seen anything do so well. This is like the one right here. I think this is the one that was designed for my area. It's like, dog, can't you see I'm living perfect life right here? Nothing's burnt. I went through cold. I went through hot. It's just, this is the one. This is the one. I believe PDM is the one that was meant to live here. That's the one that could get wild. It could just run away on us. See if we got any flowers on this variegated groomy. I think it should flower. It's flowered before and it didn't set. Paluda domukuri, that's it. It's a fuzzy one. We're looking for flowers on this variegated. A lot of nice variegated new growth on this one. A lot of good color. A lot of good color. I don't see any flowers yet, but they do come off from underneath, kind of. Love these colors on that. Gotta hold the camera more steady. Okay, someone asked about a Spirito. Here's one right here, but it doesn't look all that bad or good. It's about to push out. There's a Spirito in the ground right now. Right now. Went through the cold. It handled the cold pretty well. And then it is about to leaf out everywhere. It'll be unrecognizable in some days, but you see all the buds are swelling real nice. It's about to shed leaf. That's your Spirito. This is the Myrcianthes pungens. Myrcianthes pungens. The chickens are hungry. This one was planted in the ground and it got too wet and I had to dig it up and repot it. And it does really well now that it's in a pot. Pungens. Big trees. I like this rooster right here. Quicksilver. He's a good boy. Sometimes he'll let me hold him. Come here. He made a noise. This chicken's real nice too. That's a Mulberry. This is that palm tree that I should fertilize. This needs a bunch of fertilizer. You're not going to get fruit if you don't fertilize this stupid tree. And I can't even get in here to look at it. This thing needs fertilizer for sure. So I'm going to dump some fertilizer on that. I got to walk over to the greenhouse and get my wagon. This is the Schatzer's hybrid, which is a cross between the red and the Trunciflora. I got a lot of faith in this tree. This is the fastest fruiting one that I've seen of the Trunciflora hybrids. Wait, am I right about that? Let me think about that for a second. Hold on now. Yeah, I think so. It's set fruit already, but they got pecked off or whatever. This one has set fruit. This is a grafted tree from the mother tree. The mother tree is only about 3.5, 4 feet tall, 7 years old, 8 years old by now, and it's been flowering for a couple years. It's set fruit and dropped it. But that's, I think, the fastest Trunciflora hybrid that I've got to flower and set fruit so far would be the Schatzer's hybrid. You get them old leaves get nice and burnt from the winter, I guess, and the elements. And then the new ones just come out like that. It's beautiful, man. See how pretty that is? Where it comes out like that. See, it don't look like the mother tree. It don't look quite like the Trunciflora, but it does. Once you grow these for a while, you start to realize who the parents are. And like if you're growing seeds and you know that you didn't import anything and these pop up and you say, where the hell did this come from? You have to start thinking about it and say, okay, I see the characteristics of the Trunciflora and the red right in there together. So it's definitely got this bigger, like look at the leaf on that. And then come over here and then let's look at Trunciflora. This is the parent tree. See how it's got more of a shine to it? The leaf is different color, more hair, no hair on it at all. Trunciflora lacks any hair usually on the leaves, and just a different looking, got a more of a shine to it. See that? And then this is a red. This is one of the other parents. You see the red, how it's got that color, a little bit of fuzz on the leaf and more of like a purple peach. Peace out, looking excellent, Raymond. Peace out. And then so yeah, you see there's the combination of the two, if you ask me. See how that works? And see if there's any flowers on this tree. It could do it. I wouldn't rule it out. Not yet. It's thinking about it real hard though. There's a V shape there. Eugenia Patricii right here. I forget what they called it, like a ruby, Amazon ruby. There's your Coronata, Plinia Coronata, looking good. Coming back. Coronata looking real good, that one there. Looking real good. It's a red. It's just a red jabbo. It flowered up a storm. Yeah, it's got fruit on it. Red's fruit fastest, man. I'm telling you, the red. It's another trunk of Coronata right there. Another Coronata looking real good from what it did. This looked like horrible. It died back to sticks. You see it leafing out. That's a great sign. It means that roots are growing. Usually if there's no shoots, that means the roots are getting eaten up or there's no root growth. But now it's the fertilizer. You got to fertilize. This has always been a strange tree to me where it sets fruit. It looks like a funny looking red jabuticaba seedling. And the fruits have always been really tiny. It's trying to flower now. It's flowering pretty good. If it ever does anything, I'll let you know. It's an interesting looking tree, but so far it's been very disappointing with the tiniest little fruits ever, but maybe it's just because it's just getting started. No, it'll get really big one day. This is ESALQ, grafted, and a lot of sunlight. This is a real hot part of the yard. That one's gonna cook right there, but that's all right. This one's flowered before, it's grafted, but it hasn't set fruit. I think it's gonna come loose pretty soon. It's gonna do it. This is a Novax Phatrantha. Plinia Phatrantha of the Novak variety, which I think they're so closely related, the ESALQ and the Novak, that it's almost got to be a seedling of the same type of variety. but they are different. I mean, I can pick them out. I can look at them and tell the difference. Anyhow, I'm gonna take one more look over at this Grumachama over here. We're looking for any type of flower. Don't see the flowers yet. Just gotta keep waiting. Hoping, wishing, waiting. They're in there somewhere, man. They're hidden in there. I know they are. They're all gonna come out. They're in there somewheres. Some years it just doesn't flower like the other. Yeah, there's flowers right there. There they are, Bubba. We got flower. Those are all the flowers right back in there. You see them popping out from behind. You see that? Pop, pop. So let's see. Yeah, these are the flowers, the white things behind it, I guess. Those white chunks. Yeah, they about to flower. Yep. Double the flower. Yep. Oh yeah. That'll go flower. Oh yeah. Good. I need that. This is a Otto Anderson that I planted out here, grafted. Chickens like to tear the roots up there. I gotta give it some dirt back on there. This shit could flower, man. I haven't got flowers on these, but other people have. There's a dog. This is Eugenia, Florida. Eugenia, Florida. It fruited one time. It fluted one time, but don't taste so good. Small flute. This is actually a grafted tree. It's very pretty, but it's really not something I care about at all. Maybe one day it'll prove me wrong, but for now, this tree is what I qualify as a piece of trash. Very beautiful, but not really doing anything for me. It just sits there. I always forget about this dumbass tree and that I even have it. It's a dumbass tree, you stupid. I heard there's a good variety out there. I don't think this is the one. But it takes the cold. Eugenia, Florida. It's not from Florida. They just call it Eugenia, Florida. That's the other thing that makes it kind of sketchy. Think about that. It's like, yeah, my name's Eugenia, Florida, but I'm from South America. You can trust me. I don't trust it for that reason alone. Why you got to be called Eugenia, Florida if you're from Brazil or South America, man? What you trying to hide? You know what I mean? That's what I think. That's what I'm worried about. This is a Novak, and you see they lost all their leaves. They lost all their leaves, and now it's coming back with a big push, big money push. Okay, and then you see before I turn on my water, these are all the red jabuticabas that lost their leaves through the winter. Let's take a good look at that. Look at all the new grizzle on that. A lot of love. That one's busted all the way back. See, remember when they looked real bad and burnt up? Not no more. Not no more. They're coming around. Eugenia, Florida, man. I don't trust it. A lot of new growth. All right, I'm going to cut the water on. It's burning hot out here. It's like ridiculously hot right now for this time of year. I'm going to walk over to the greenhouse. And I see a lot of suckers I need to cut. I need to come in here and prune. Hey, man. I'll show you my high-tech watering arrangement here. You pull up this beautiful pot. Look for any wasps. Turn this valve. And then I've got a sprinkler in the middle. That does pretty well for me. And I just let that joker run for a while. And it covers it up. You know this one, the Ben's Butte. Yeah, I got one fruit set on my yellow jabuticaba outside. And then I think I might have some in the greenhouse that are set. That's the Ben's Butte, Cherry of the Rio. And it looks like a gorgeous crop this year. The cold really helps it out. I have to cover this or the birds just destroy me. That's a lot of money right there in seeds. If I can get these seeds out and get them planted over the years, you might make a little money. Look at, they're already trying to pop. It's already popping. I better get my nets out, boy. You better put a net over that or it's gonna get, you're gonna get destroyed. This is a cherry of the Rio Grande, grafted, Ben's Butte. It had a big old wound on the bottom that opened up from like a fungus, I think. And what I did is I have some colloidal silver and I treated the wound with colloidal silver, and you can see the original wound was much larger and the margins are filling in, it's closing up. So that I was able to fix that with colloidal silver, I believe. You see, that's a wound that's healing and you won't even recognize it. It'll just go away. See the margins filling in, that was the original, and then this is what it's growing in right there. So, see, it's filled in. Yeah, this is another cherry of the Rio Grande. This one makes like a red fleshed fruit that's really sweet, but it's not the largest fruit. This one's a bigger fruit. This one makes a big fruit right here. That one, the Ben's Butte, but this one makes a smaller fruit, but it's different. It's got a red flesh and it's real sweet. I don't have a name for this tree, but I got it from my buddy Charles Novak. And I think I've grafted some from the tree because it's definitely different and it's good. But it's not, you know, you can't go naming everything. You just got to have some stuff that's different and just let it be different. This is a Calycina. Not the best tasting one that I have. You see how it likes to flower like that. It's a seedling, Calycina. The flowers smell amazing. That thing's blooming like insane. That's the most blooms I've seen on it to date. It's getting about to be video time where I need to have a high-powered camera come out here and show you this Eugenia bloomathon that's about to happen. It smells insane when these things open up all at once. You see they've got pink stamens. Now take a close look. Pink stamens, right? Think about this. This is the thing. There's at least 2 varieties of Calycina that I have. One has pink anthers or whatever you call it, right? The little things at the tip, the pink anthers or stamens, whatever the hell they're called, right? Those things at the very tip, I think they're called stamens, right? Someone help me out here. What are the things at the very tip that are pink? The anther is the cable it's on and stamen is the tip. Anyway, that one's got pink. And you see the cherry of the Rio Grande, it's got white. See the white tips? The white stamen. Okay, well, with them, look, this is also a, supposed to be a Calycina, but it doesn't have pink. And it doesn't smell like the other Calycina. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Nah, these don't smell like Calycina, okay? These smell like, let me tell you what these smell like. These smell like a cherry of the Rio Grande, okay? This is a grafted Eugenia Calycina. That's what I got it labeled as, is a Calycina. I got seeds from a guy and I planted them. This one doesn't have pink stamens. And when you smell the flower, it smells like your mama's makeup. If you ever got into your mama's makeup as a kid and smelled the powder, whatever, the blush or something, it smells like makeup. These ones over here with the pink, these ones smell amazing. These flowers smell incredible, okay? The smell on these is out of this world. It doesn't smell nothing like the other ones. Let's smell this again. Oh, I don't know how to describe this. It smells like the most beautiful woman you ever walked past. And she had on some kind of cologne on or something like that. You know what I mean? That does smell amazing, like a woman that I want to smell on. And then this over here, okay, this is a cherry of the Rio Grande. It also smells like makeup. It smells like a makeup cabinet. Yeah, it don't have no good smell. It smells like powder, you know, that you put on for Hollywood. So what do you say about that? You see that? That's the other one. They call that a Eugenia Calycina, but I think it's something going on. There's something weird going on. I don't trust that. This is another one that I got. It was supposed to be a yellow fruited cherry of the Rio Grande, but it ended up just being a regular one. Really big tree, powerful tree. And it takes a lot of heat. At first it was having some issues. But I'll tell you, man, these trees, this one's a beast. I planted it out and it struggled for the first couple years, and then it set loose. I'd say that's the biggest one I got on the property. This is that one I just planted on the dead chicken. Woodpecker chicken got the Patanga nude, grafted Patanga nude. And then I relocated this, I dug this one up and replanted it. This is a grafted Paulista that was too wet, too low, and it's pushing out new growth all over. See if I can show you the new growth. I'm trying to push out, kind of hard to see. Anyway, this one almost died. Grafted tree, super triple phosphate on there. Probably could use some water. Who's this? Penguin. Calycina. Grafted Calycinas. These are flowering already. A lot of flowers on these. I just grafted them a couple years ago, I believe. This one's really doing it. This one, not so much, huh? I see no flowers on this one. You just never know. This thing's trying to flower again. Acerola, protected from the chook. These have fruit on them, but it's like something likes to steal them before I get them. And okay, I see a fruit there. It's almost like it could make it. That's the Dovialis hybrid, tropical apricot. I see a couple fruits here and there, not a ton. But I do see some fruit that made it. These made it through the freeze. They made it through the freeze, I tell you what. I'd like to find one ripe right now and taste them. They're sour as the dickens, but I'll eat them. Yes, I will. I ain't scared. I don't see any right now. Something's eating them before me. Something's been eating my guavas for sure. I'd say this is as big as I've seen them get. It's the guy that got his eye messed up. See his eye? Wish I could show you his eyeball. It's kind of coming back. I'm picking them green. It tastes good. It tastes really good, even though they're green. Like, I don't mind it at all. It's just hard. The inside's soft though. I was supposed to fertilize. I'm going to get my wagon. Cattleya guavas are one of the few things that are fruiting right now. Let's take a look at this tree. It needs some pruning. This is the Elaeagnus latifolia. Oh, this is that pond apple. Looks like it lived. pond apple I planted there. Aleagnus latifolia. See if there's any more flowers coming on it. That looked like it wanted to flower again. That ain't a flower, that's some other shit. It's like a part of a mulberry or something. Who knows what that is? See, it's got these little bloom spikes that look like they want to come out again. It looks like it might. It's hard to say. Maybe not. Wishful thinking. Yeah. Looks like they're just putting out new growth from where the bloom spikes were. I did have one on there that was getting big. Starting to turn a little bit orange, maybe. Kind of. Gorgeous fruits, though. That's a big one. I don't remember them being quite so big. Maybe it's because there's only one or two on the tree. They blend in real good until they're ripe. They're red with beautiful silver spots. This one's trying to turn colors. There. That's the size I remember them being, was that size. And this is a beast. That's a big ass one. That one got all the juice. I wish there was more. I only see a couple on there, 2 or 3. Oh, check it out. I grafted that mulberry, the Himalayan red there, and it's trying to come out. I hope it lives. I need a backup. I've only got one tree. I'd like that to take. I tried to do like multiple grafts. This one looks like it's messed up, but we'll let it be. And then this one, no action on that one's about to push out, I think. So yeah, that one looks pretty good. Some green on that. This one, not so much. But anyhow, hoping that works out. Gonna make our way over to the greenhouse, turn on the fans. Oh yeah, look at this. The Himalayan dwarf over here, or the Himalayan red, whatever, mulberry. See. It's going off. It's the best crop I've seen on it. Longest fruit I seen on the mulberry, baby. Very long. Be long about your hand. This is such a dwarf tree, it grows so slow. It grows so slow. It don't feel too hot in here. Amen. I gotta move some of this stuff out of here. Looks like this IBU is about to flower real good. See that IBU? Like a real nice bloom. I'd love to get fruit set on this IBU. It probably needs a 25 gallon by now. Move this out of the way and flip this guy around. Anyway, saw some flowers on there. Oh yeah, the nicest bloom I've seen so far on this IBU. I don't remember, I think this is grafted. Good bloom on that. Look at the beauty ball. It looked like it almost died. Lost all the leaves, but you see it's coming back out. There's even one little fruit set that made it through. I've got to prune off all the dead wood on this thing and give it a big hit of fertilizer. But it's still coming strong. A lot of blooms coming. Definitely some dieback, but that's typical. Looking good, looking good. Not a lot of bugs on it. Some branches that need to be pruned. I'm gonna get the pruning shears, come back. Sorry I didn't fertilize for you guys, but at least I showed you the brand, huh? Let's take a look at this grafted soursop. I'd like for it to flower. This is the Whitman's soursop. Figured it's a grafted tree. Where's the flowers at, man? Scale on it. Looking good. No flowers yet. Looking for that one flower, baby. some stuff I recently grafted there. Relatively hot in here. I got work to do, buddy. It's flowered but not set fruit that I know of yet. There's a little white jabbity cover there. All right, let's kick on the water. We'll come back and turn this off. Look at this little devil. This thing's all waterlogged, kind of. This thing's like, the roots are really weak and like rotten feeling. But tiny little tree. Something that needs something. I gotta do something for that tree or it's gonna die. Gotta do something for it. Ooh, that water hit my back. Well, Pitanga tubas are about to come back out. I'll probably fertilize them a little bit. I hit them, I teased them. I didn't give them quite enough fertilizer. This cherry of the Rio Grande. No, I never did that, but I'm sure it would work. The grafting of the lukes onto the acha, it'll work. I'm sure that'll work. This cherry of the Rio got too hot one year and it died back to the ground just about. And now it's come back, flowers and everything. It looked really bad. Look at all the, didn't die back to the ground, but look at that big old chunk of it that died off. And I just hit it with some fertilizer. It's coming back. It's growing. Flowers. Ooh, stepped on an anthill, big ass one. All right, there's always an anthill by that tree. Trunk of flora, really doing its thing. Still no flowers. It's like it's thinking about flowering this year. I see the bumps on it are trying to light up a little bit. Like, it's like kind of hard to describe, but we'll see. I don't think it's gonna flower anytime soon. Not today. This is the other one that looks like shit all the time. Starting to leaf out. Some nice new growth. Still probably could use some fertilizer on this tree for sure. Always looks like junk. Trunk of flora, seedling. It just sits here and looks pretty. Not a flower in sight. I gotta start pulling up all my blankets. This lemon drop didn't get protected other than just, you know, when it got 29 degrees, it just, good location, I guess, didn't have any effect from the cold. Some flowers on it. There's my passion vine. I'd like to get some fruit off of it. Took me a long time to get that thing to climb up. That's that passion vine right there. It's time for it to flower, man. I don't see any on it yet. I got dragon fruit over here too. I'm trying to get to go up the tree. A couple of them there, kind of hiding out. Don't ask me what kind. Climb that tree, buddy. Climb that tree, son. like that. There. Get over there. Get up on that tree. Well, I wish I could sell these seeds to some bromeliad collector. What are they worth anymore, huh? I got bromeliad seeds for sale, y'all. This is a real rare one. I gotta pull these out into more sunlight. Definitely this burrito. Okay. Burrito sentences. Almost needs a bigger pot or needs to go in the ground. So, did we do it today? Gave you the walkthrough. That's the Trunciflora 3, TR3. I'm gonna sell some of these even though it hasn't fruited yet. I just love the way the tree looks. It's a beautiful tree. So I got some that I grafted. I'll probably sell one this year, one or two. It's just a collector's item, I say. Hasn't fruited yet, but dang, it's just got a look to it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Very pretty tree. There's not a lot of them out there like it. Well, I got to get my hands dirty and I got to start stinking. I'm going to spread some of that fertilizer around. I just throw it everywhere and don't use too much. That's all I can tell you. Handful here, handful there. Like if I was going to fertilize this tree, handful. Maybe not even 2 handfuls, handful and a half, one big handful. These things, I fertilized these recently and I just sparkled it everywhere, sprinkled it. I just fertilized these the other day, a lot of these Pitanga tubas, and they love me for it. You see all the old growth and then the new coming out everywhere, looking really good. I did fertilize these and it's like, I don't even see where the fertilizer went. I must have teased them with it. I must not have given them as much as they could have had, but these need fertilizer. The Pitanga tubas really like fertilizer. You don't want to overdo it, but definitely don't starve them. But yeah, see, these could definitely use some fert. These right here. And I did. I just hit them. I can see it down there. So, yeah, see the fertilizer there. Oh, anyhow. Got a lot of these Sabras, too. Look at these Sabras in 3 gallons. See all these Sabras in 3s? I was going to graft them and sell them, but now they're getting too big. I've just been selling them for when people come, if they want to buy one. Local pickup, yo. Got a lot of Sabras. I'm going to just start planting them out, too. I've only got about 30 or 40, 50 left. Never hurts to plant some Sabras out. Looks good over here. Chickens like to knock my shit over. Get out of there, buddy. Wow, these are totally flipped over. There. Come here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's amazing how good the plants do with the chickens. You know, they knock some over here and there, but for the most part, they're pretty good about not knocking them over. I still gotta throw away this stupid ass canopy. All right, y'all. We tried today, didn't we? We did it. We did it. We did a stream. We remained coherent throughout. Look at this tree. We're gonna end this stream by repotting this little jabuticaba that was knocked out of its pot. This is a little grimmel. We're gonna come and find a bigger pot like this one here. And we're gonna make this tree's day right now. I think it should get this black pot here. Some old soil. Just like that. Boom. Just like that. There you go, little buddy. There you go, little buddy. Here you go. One day you're gonna be a big mighty tree. It got left by the wayside. We don't let that happen to him. Her. Oh, I just repotted some Pitanga tubas that are starting to flower. Little buddy. These are some tangled tubers. There we go. I'm running out of Pitanga tubas that are decent size to sell. Like the little ones, I don't have a lot of them. There's that grafted star fruit that's on eBay right now. I've got some of these, but this is the best one. I've probably got 6 more. Little grafted star fruit, Fwang Tongue. Miracle fruit tree up there. Some weeds I gotta pull off of the roof. What am I forgetting, Rex? Gasoline tanks. Some Sabras. These are some Sabras that are just hanging out here. I don't know what they're doing. This is an odd looking seedling that I was gonna sell, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna sell that. Anyhow, a lot of junk. Elongated tubas out there. I don't see any elongated ones. This is that one tree, the Monos plum, the Puerto Rican Eugenia type of deal. I got one of those to come up, seed. All right, y'all have a great day. I'm gonna come back with something fly one day with a real good plant for you.